Kody Brown has finally opened up about something that's been on everyone's mind, his future. And let's just say, it's not what most fans expected. For years, we've seen Kody juggling multiple wives, endless family drama, and more emotional roller coasters than a reality show should legally allow. But recently, Kody surprised everyone with a revelation that shows a very different side of him. A man who's rethinking everything about his life, his relationships, and what he actually wants next. For the longest time, Kody seemed like the man who had it all figured out. 4 wives, a big family, a reality show that ran for over a decade, the dream of plural marriage was alive and well. But over time, that dream started to crumble. One by one, the pieces began to fall apart. Christine left, Janelle walked away. Even Mary, after years of emotional distance, finally said enough is enough. And suddenly, Kody, the man who used to lead one of the most talked about plural families in America, was left with just Robyn. Now this is where Kody's new revelation comes in. In a recent discussion, he admitted something that shocked fans. He doesn't see himself ever going back to plural marriage. That's right, the man who once defended the lifestyle like it was his life's mission now says he's done with it. According to Kody, the pain, jealousy, and emotional exhaustion that came from managing multiple marriages have left scars that he doesn't want to reopen. In his own words, he's tired of fighting for something that doesn't seem to work anymore. It's a strange twist, isn't it? The man who built his identity around having multiple wives now wants a simpler life, a future where peace matters more than principles. For fans who have followed the show from the beginning, this is a full circle moment. Remember when Kody used to say he was called by God to live plural marriage? Well, now he says maybe that calling has changed. Maybe it's time for him to focus on something else, like fixing what's left of his relationships and figuring out who he is outside of being the head of a big family. Of course, not everyone believes this transformation is real. Some fans think Kody is just saying what sounds good for now, especially since he's been spending most of his time with Robyn. They believe that if things ever got rocky with her, he might reconsider the idea of adding someone new to the family. After all, Kody has surprised everyone before, who can forget how confident he used to be when managing 4 wives at once. But others say this time feels different. Kody looks tired. You can see it in his interviews, in his posture, even in the tone of his voice. The man who used to thrive on control and energy now sounds like someone who's had enough drama for a lifetime. He's even said that the emotional toll of losing 3 wives in such a short time has changed him in ways he didn't expect. He's had to face loneliness, regret, and the uncomfortable truth that maybe, just maybe, he played a bigger part in the downfall of his family than he ever wanted to admit. And that's the real heart of Kody's revelation. It's not just about giving up plural marriage, it's about facing the reality of everything that's happened. For years, he blamed the wives, the stress, or even the TV cameras for the cracks in their relationships. But now, he's starting to acknowledge that he made mistakes too. He admits he wasn't always fair, that he became controlling, and that his ego often got in the way. That kind of honesty from Kody Brown is something fans never thought they'd hear. Of course, the irony isn't lost on anyone. The man who once said he wanted a big, united, loving family now spends most of his time alone with one wife. Robyn, for her part, has also been struggling with the new reality. She says she never wanted to be in a monogamous relationship, and that the dream of sisterhood was what made their lifestyle meaningful to her. Now she's left dealing with guilt for being the only one still with Kody, guilt for the pain the others went through, and guilt for watching the family she loved fall apart. Fans have been quick to point out that this new version of Kody feels like karma coming full circle. For years, he appeared to favor Robyn, leaving the other wives feeling neglected and unwanted. Christine's decision to leave was the first domino, and after that, everything started collapsing. So when Kody now says he wants peace, solitude, and a future free from the chaos of plural marriage, many viewers can't help but think, well, he kind of created the storm he's now trying to escape from. Still, there's something undeniably human about his change of heart. Maybe this is what happens when a person loses almost everything that once defined them. Kody went from being the patriarch of a sprawling family to being just one man trying to figure out what happiness actually means. He's hinted that he's been reflecting a lot, spending time alone, and even praying for clarity about his purpose. He's also talked about rebuilding his relationships with his children, many of whom have openly criticized him for how things played out. In fact, Kody's strained relationship with some of his kids has been one of the most painful consequences of everything that's happened. Some of his older children have spoken about feeling abandoned, ignored, or even manipulated by their father during the family's breaking point. Kody admits that hearing their words has been hard, but he also says it's pushed him to change. He claims he's learning to listen more, to stop trying to control every situation, and to let go of the anger he's been holding onto for years. Whether fans believe him or not, it's clear that this new chapter of Kody's life is different. Gone are the grand speeches about faith and family unity. Gone are the confident declarations about how plural marriage is the higher path. Instead, we see a man who's humbled, uncertain, and maybe even scared about the future. He said he doesn't know what's next, but for now, he just wants to find peace. Maybe that means staying with Robyn and focusing on rebuilding trust. Or maybe it means stepping back completely and living life away from the cameras. Interestingly, Kody has also talked about how fame changed him. He said that the pressure of being on TV for so many years turned him into someone he didn't always like, someone more focused on image than on love. He's admitted that the constant scrutiny made him defensive, and that the show became less about their family and more about the drama. It's a rare moment of reflection for someone who's spent so long in the spotlight. Perhaps that's part of his revelation too, realizing that not everything needs to be for public view. Meanwhile, fans have mixed feelings about his words. Some say they finally see a hint of the old Kody, the idealistic guy who wanted to build something meaningful. Others think it's just another chapter in his long list of excuses. Social media is full of debates. Is Kody finally growing, or is he just rewriting his story to make himself look better? Whatever the case, his revelation has sparked more discussion than anything the show has done in years. There's also the question of what this means for Sister Wives itself. The show has always revolved around the drama of plural marriage, the dynamics between the wives, and Kody's struggle to keep everyone happy. But now that 3 of the 4 wives are gone and Kody himself is questioning the lifestyle, the entire foundation of the series is changing. Some fans think it's time for the show to end on a reflective note, letting everyone move on. Others want to see what Kody's new life looks like, whether it's redemption, regret, or something entirely unexpected. And let's be honest, part of the fascination with Kody's story has always been the unpredictability. Just when you think you've got him figured out, he does something that changes everything. Maybe this revelation is another turning point, one that leads to genuine personal growth. Or maybe it's just another plot twist in a saga that's been going on for over a decade. Either way, people are watching closely. As for the rest of the Brown family, they seem to be moving forward in their own ways. Christine is happily married to David Woolley and living her best life in Utah. Janelle has found her independence and continues to focus on her children and personal goals. Even Mary, after years of uncertainty, has decided to completely close her chapter with Kody and start fresh. Compared to them, Kody looks like the one still trying to find his footing. It's almost poetic. The wives he once led are now leading their own lives, while he's left behind, searching for meaning. Still, in his recent comments, Kody says he's not bitter. He says he believes everything that happened was meant to teach him something about love, about humility, and about the limits of control. He even laughed at himself a bit, admitting that he used to think he could manage 4 women's emotions like it was a full-time job. Now he jokes he can barely manage his own. Maybe that's his way of coping, with humor and a little bit of honesty. In the end, Kody's revelation about his future isn't just about walking away from plural marriage. It's about a man finally learning that happiness can't be forced, and that sometimes, losing everything is what makes you finally stop and listen. Whether fans forgive him or not, this version of Kody Brown, the reflective, quieter one, might just be the most real he's ever been. And if he truly means what he says, maybe there's hope for him yet. Maybe the future isn't about rebuilding the old dream, but about starting a new one where peace and understanding come before pride and control. Whatever happens next, one thing, for sure, Kody Brown's story is far from over. It's just taking a turn no one saw coming. Hello lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Christina. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.